And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Houston Astros. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And starting this one, Framber Valdez.
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
All right, ready to go here. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Line drive, come on. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. That one drilled left field. And it's off the top of the wall. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Slides, but it gets by him. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Everybody's going to be safe.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Luke Raley. Now a screamer into the outfield. That's down. One hops off the wall. And they stop him at third, so base is loaded with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Now batting Mitch Haniger. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. And they boost their lead. It's 5-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Smoked on the ground a second. Altuve slings to first. Play is made, 2 out.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long. But he's got to find a way to shake it off. Keep it isolated to 1 inning. Come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Jorge Polanco. On a line out towards center. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back here at Dyken Park, And on the hill, the big righty, Logan Gilbert.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Jose Altuve leading things off and takes a strike.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Isaac Paredes, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic. Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Two down, bases empty. And now Yordan Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. And there's a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And that one hammered way back there. Say goodbye to that one. And they're chipping away. It's 5-2.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
There's a swing and a drive. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Diaz around third. The throw in.
Well done. Drives in the run. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Chas McCormick getting ready to hit. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Got him. Good job at damage control right there. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the second inning now from Dyken Park. It's the M's 5 and the Astros 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Now here is Dylan Moore. Valdez back to work. Ripped into right center. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Stepping in, Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Myers makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, catcher Cal Raleigh.
And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. Singled and scored his first time. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And they add on. It's 7-3. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. A new arm into the game, the righty, Forrest
Number
Whitley.
60, Forrest Whitley.
One down. Here's Victor Robles. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, left fielder Randy Arozarena.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Ground ball left side, could be two. Over to Altuve. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Two come in on this Seattle homer. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Ben Gamble.
Right fielder, Ben
Gamble goes 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2010. Next offering is fouled back. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And stepping in is the speedy Jake Myers. That's in there. And it's 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to...
That one is absolutely belted, and that gets down in the corner. Throw into third, into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man, and as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Outside low. And that is ball one.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Third baseman.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack, sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was.
That one ripped right center field, and no one can get there. One run is in. Two runs are in. He scores. They clear the bases.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with two strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with two strikes.
Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it's gone. A two-run shot, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-7. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Curveballs up in the zone, even if they're borderline strikes, at this level, typically are hit a long way.
And now it's Christian Walker. Pitch is in there. Strike one.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there.
Now
First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Diaz takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Hard hit, right side. Fires to first in time.
Now batting, shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they take the lead thanks to a 5-run outburst. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Astros 8 and the M's 7. Back here in Houston, and now Luke
Raley.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one back there on the warning track and hauls it in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Line drive. Myers grabs it on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Lifted in the air, right center field. Gamble. Brings it in for the third out. Back here in Houston, set for the bottom of the third. Now the left fielder, Chas McCormick.
Chas McCormick.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Ben Gamble.
Ben Gamble.
Swung on, popped up left side. Crawford makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake Myers.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Jake Myers. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for Houston. They still lead it though, 8-7. Back here at Dyken Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jorge Polanco. Ripped on a line. Myers right there to make the grab. And there's one away.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
Hit in the air, center field. Myers settles under this one. Puts it away for the out. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 2 in this
the
one.
Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Out to center. Myers makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Jose Altuve up to hit here. And a strike.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
High in the air, out to right. Robles makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Isaac
Paredes up next for the Astros. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Gilbert with the strikeout. Astros are down quietly, and this remains a close one. It's 8-7. This is my grind. It's what I'm committed to. If it don't sound good, maybe it ain't for you. And we're back. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cal Raleigh. Whitley back to work. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one back there. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and this game is tied. It's 8-8. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Look at that. Pure reaction. Fastball up and in. Not an easy pitch to get to, but because it was just a reflex, he didn't have time to get long with this swing.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Victor Robles up next for the Mariners. He's 2 for 2. That smash towards center. Myers tracks it down for the out.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
That's hard hit on the line. Takes it in for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swung on, belted. Back there. And that one is gone. A soaring shot to center. It's their second home run of the inning. Just like that, they move in front. It's 9-8. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
At the plate, Mitch Haniger swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
So runner at second, 2 down. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2. And they put the tag on him for the out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's now a 10-8 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Houston, now it's going to be Christian Walker. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
And now Yainer Diaz. That one ripped. That's a hit. And they had their first hit since the second inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Pena stands in now and watches strike 1. That catches the corner. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. Now, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
So digging in, Chas McCormick. Right through there for a strike. McCormick in his 5th season, 29 years old, usually in center field, but today starting in left. Next offering is in for a strike.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick, and the most important play is that ball down the left field line, getting to it, cutting it off, making a strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Diaz off of first with 2 away.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. So 1 hit is all they get. 5 innings complete. It's the Mariners 10, the Astros 8. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Caleb Ford.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. This one popped up. Walker. He makes the grab. 1 away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's Dylan Moore. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He'll circle the bases. It's 11-8. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. There's a strike. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Corrals it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Cal Raleigh.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like he can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first.
He's out.
And that is the inning. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. To the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Houston. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the right fielder, Ben Gamel. And a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Crawford under it. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder Jake Myers.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Jake Myers. 1 for 2. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Robles hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman Jose Altuve.
So the Houston lineup turns over. And stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Rip to third. Polanco tosses to first. And that is the inning. Offense held in check there. We're through 6 full. It's the Mariners 11 and the Astros 8. Back here at Dyken Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Victor Robles. That's out to center field. Myers in position. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. To third, Paredes. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Now batting.
And now here is Luke Raley. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
Check swing called strike. And that's strike 1. That one ripped. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mitch Haniger.
In now is the Mariners DH, Mitch Haniger. And remember, it was a grand slam from him back in the 1st inning.
Well, he made an early statement with that swing. It changed everything about the game right out of the jump.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And that is a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 13-8. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Caleb Ort done for the afternoon, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching
New arm out of the
Astros.
bullpen, Luis Contreras.
Number 73.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 2 down, and up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Liner, and this could be trouble. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and
Seattle,
it jumped off his back.
Jorge
Put it all
Polanco.
together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. And that one's gone. He shoots one out to right. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add a couple more. It's 15-8.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. He's already homered in this game. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball there. Left field, way back there. And that one is off the top of the wall. Throws to second. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. That's to third, and he can't come up with it. No throw, safe at first, and we'll see if it's an error.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luis Contreras done for the day, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher now, Nick Hernandez.
Number 72.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now the number 2 hitter, Cal Raleigh. That's ripped to right down the line. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. And he's out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true.
Yordan Alvarez.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Fastball for a strike. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple. He will score. man aboard. Now here is Christian Walker. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly.
Base hit and a run in to score. And he boots it. Man at first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were... Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Forget it. He hammers one out to right. It's 16-12. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
So one out, nobody on. Here's the left fielder, Chas McCormick. And there's the strike.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing.
Oh, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, rolling away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Gamble in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 4 runs already in the frame. Here, the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to third, Polanco. Throw is high and over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base. And usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target. And I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
Gamble off of first with 2 away. Next offering is fouled back. And the pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose
So up next,
Altuve.
Jose Altuve. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a foul ball.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Got him looking. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We look ahead to inning number 8. The M's lead it 16-12. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now There are several ways that they can get this run across.
And now it's going to be Randy Arozarena. Swings here and blasts one left field. Just missed it. To third. So digging in, Luke Raley. He's already homered here in this one. Laser could be trouble. In comes the run from third to add on.
Up next for Seattle, the designated hitter.
One gone,
Mitch
runner at
Haniger.
first. And stepping in for the Mariners, Mitch Haniger. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And now two aboard. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Well struck right field. And that one is off the wall. Run comes in from second. And it's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Nick Hernandez won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Brian
Number
King.
74.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So they're at the corners now. Here's the third baseman, Jorge Polanco. Dive, and he's got it. Throws from his knees. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. They put 2 on the board, 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Mariners lead it 18-12. And we're back, bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1.
Strike.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
In the air, out towards left center. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian
And next
Walker.
will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that one finds its way through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Astros, catcher.
Here's the catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. There's a strike. Foul ball. 2 outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he gets yet another strikeout, 16 so far.
You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can
Back here in Houston, now it's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, center fielder Julio Rodriguez.
Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Julio Rodriguez. Now a screamer into the outfield. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. On the ground to third. Paredes over to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. Mariners on top, 18-12. And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the ninth, and here is Jeremy Pena. Gilbert back to work. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
Nice grab. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, left fielder Chas McCormick.
So up next, Chas McCormick. 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. In there for strike one. Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. That one hit to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Now a chance for Ben Gamel. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners take this one in a blowout.
Well, what a gutsy performance. He saved the bullpen, gave him the day off. He wasn't super dominant, but he found a way to pitch. And when guys don't have their best stuff inning after inning throughout an entire game, you see them dig deep and they pitch. And that's exactly what he did to get this win today.
Tons of offense in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Gotta do better. I gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late. Said I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us.